Hi, so I wanted to talk to you about how I became a life coach and why I became a life coach. And as with so many other coaches, it all started with my own adversity and challenges. And some of those included not nice relationships in the past. I became a young mum. My eldest child was born just after my 20th birthday. And then I had a whole string of housing issues, from rubbish landlords, inhabitable housing, rubbish housing, house prices, being evicted, lodging with family members, which then led on to me moving to Cornwall nearly 4 years ago, where I knew absolutely nobody. I was completely on my own with just my little family. And I'd only been to Cornwall twice in my life, so I took a massive leap, and it kind of worked out. My children are autistic, one diagnosed, one not diagnosed. I have various chronic illnesses. I have ulcerative colitis, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and fibromyalgia. And the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome actually caused me for nearly 3 years, up until very recently, to be in a wheelchair most of the time. And it's only been in the last few months, through a lot of hard work, a lot of pain, that I've started to make some progress with my mobility, which is fantastic. There's still a long way to go, but I'm hopeful. A few months ago, my husband left me, and very shortly after that, I actually came out as lesbian. We're currently going through the last stages now of divorce, and you can imagine the kind of challenges that have come up from a separation, especially with me coming out gay as well. Since then, my eldest child has come out as pansexual and non-binary. They're 15 years old, so between us, I now seem to have a lot of experience and stuff with LGBTQ things. And then most recently, of course, setting up my own business as a life coach, which I could probably write a whole book on. I never realised quite how involved trying to set up your own business is, but it's been a great learning curve. It's been great fun, really challenging, and it's got me to this point. So that's a bit about me. After the separation and me coming out, I decided I wanted a life coach to try and get my own life in order. And I had already used a counsellor, a psychotherapist, and CBT. I also have depression and anxiety. And those things did help. They were good, but it just wasn't quite what I was looking for. I am more of a doer. I like to be quite proactive and to have something to actually work on. And that's exactly what I got from my life coaching sessions. And it was my coach, Maria, who actually said to me, have you thought about life coaching? You'd actually be really good at it. And I had. It was something I was interested in as a teenager, either that or psychotherapy. And I got my psychology degree while my children were very, very little. I'd done that through the Open University, which again was its own challenge. And then I done my training to be a life coach, and the rest, they say, is history. Here I am now. So if anybody wants to know more about any of the challenges that I faced and how I've overcome them, do feel free to get in touch. We can either email, phone call, or Zoom chat. But yeah, you can see that there's been a lot that I've been through and, got through the other side of. There's nothing that anyone is going through that can't be overcome. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying it's, come and speak to me and you'll be sorted. It takes a lot of work from yourself. If you really want to go somewhere and you really want to achieve your goals, it takes a lot of work, but that's what a life coach is there for. They're there to hold your hand and to guide you through the whole process. But yeah, so that's a little bit about me and about how I got into what I'm doing. As I said, if there's anything that anybody wants to know more about or have a chat with me, then just drop me an email, give me a call, and we'll talk.